The clock strikes 12, I step into the haze. Whispers call me from 1,000 graves. Shadows dance in corners out of sight. I chase the unknown deep into the night. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. A flicker, a chill, a shadowed hand. The unseen lingers where I stand. Through creaking doors and empty halls, I hear the echoes of forgotten calls. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. And the unknown. Eyes that watch from a place unreal, a touch so cold it makes you feel they're near but hidden, veiled in shade. I walk with ghosts, I'm unafraid. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown.
It's showtime.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats with Eric and guest. I'm your host, Edie Testerman. How's everybody doing today? Did I miss somebody? No, I guess not. Okay, good. As most of you know, this is mainly for the new listeners, new viewers. Campfire Chats is a safe place for you to come and share your encounters. I love hearing your encounters. If you want to come on live, I'll bring you all on live. Yeah, it is on the side. If you just want to talk about it and chat, we'll just talk about it and chat. That it don't matter, whatever's. Hey, Roger. I have a work. Hey, Carl, welcome back. You know, we ain't going to judge you regardless if we agree with you or disagree with you. Everybody's encounters are their own encounters. So I can't tell you. If I wasn't there, I can't tell you it didn't happen. You know, so hey, Caleb, this show was created by the subscribers for you to have a place to share your encounters, and that's what we like to do here. So, with that being said, there's not been a whole lot here for me that happened here this week. although I've had a lot going on, and I'm on call. So if my phone goes off during the show, I've got the volume on this time because I have to answer the call. So if I get a call and I got to go, the show will be cut early because I am on call until next Thursday. So with that being said, has anybody got any counters they want to share? And while I'm waiting on that, I did put out for Reign of the Draugr, of Armageddon to be published. I'm waiting here back. Kindle will always hit before paperback and hardback does. But Reign of the Draugr, of Armageddon is out for release and should be available to the public here soon. So if you're following me on my author's fan page on Amazon, you will get notice before anybody else does. But it is finished, it is completed, and it is out there. And I've got back to work on Saga Grimson Book 3, Revenge of the Wendigo. I was doing that for a little while until I started creating songs for my book commercials and songs for my books. So then I got a little songwriting crazy. End up writing some more. But just so you guys know, it's going to be available soon. So keep an eye out for that one there. I went through today and done some editing to the Saga Grimson Book 3. And I'm almost done listening to it. So if you're an IHNYAR reader, I have created a group chat on Messenger for my IHNYAR readers. So please let me know in the chat, and I'll get you added on it. And keep an eye on your email, because as soon as I'm done listening to the editing of the book, I will be emailing it out so we can get back up to par on that book. But that will be the next book I work on, is the Saga Grimson Book 3 edition, which I made a commercial for them and made a commercial for the wrote a song for the Reign of the Draugr. Is the title of the song that I made for that one. Not yet. Oh, we'll have codes as soon as they publish the book. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I know that feeling, Carl. I've been busier than a hiccup at work because we got, get stuff measured out, get estimate on how many roads to the contractors. Got a new company coming in out of Illinois. It's going to be doing some work on the roads to see how, if it works, if this new type of system works to lengthen the longevity of the road. So I mean, I've been busy. And I was out measuring roads yesterday, and my counter went down. So now I've got to go back next week and get that recalibrated so I can go back out and finish doing that. Yeah, I've been busy. So I get that feeling, Carl. I really do. And then yesterday, man, I passed out when I got home. I was up for 40 some odd hours. And so when I got home at 8, I went to sleep. Oh, the codes? They're not working? I haven't seen you enter any codes. Oh, wow, I can't do chat. Maybe I can. Huh. Man. I don't know what's going on, Roxanne. See, it's working on my end. I haven't seen you try to enter any codes. Did I miss it? Yeah, I guess you did. Oh, now hey, Kevin. Now they're working. There must be some kind of delay. Yeah, well, I get that, Carl. I mean, the only reason why I ain't done no yard work today was a little chilly, and I needed to get a few things done in here. So, and after I mean, tomorrow and Monday, I'll be out in the yard working again. I got to get some more stuff done. So, plus, I'm a little leery about running machinery out in the yard whenever I got to make sure I answer this phone right when it rings. So, I get it. So, nobody said any encounters this week. Wow, it's been a quiet week. Been a real quiet week. That can be either a good thing or a bad thing. Let's see if that works. It's kind of weird how the codes are. See, they're working now. There must have been something going on with the deal, Roxanne. I'm not for sure. So, well, if nobody's got any encounters they want to share, there you go. I've been working on my book and working on my bear claws. Hell yeah, man. One of these. I just ordered me a new Dark Angel medical kit, headrest kit, last week while I was at the dentist waiting on different procedures to get done. So I was sitting in that dentist chair and I had my HSA. So I was like, I'm going to, so I ordered me a new headrest kit from Dark Angel Medical so I can put in my work truck. YouTube's been weird lately. Comment, hey, at someone, and it doesn't. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. So that'll be my second headrest kit from Dark Angel Medical, third kit I've bought from them already. So I got my HSA card in, so I was doing dental work last Monday and got me a new kit in too. So, man, I guess I think I saved William's claw. Oh, good, man. Hey, Marcy. So if there hasn't been any encounters anybody wants to talk about yet, I guess we can use this as an open forum. You guys want to hear the song I wrote for Reign of the Draugr? As soon as I can get that commercial done, I'll get it out. What sucks is my chat's so slow over here that I have to look over here to you. Hey, Don. Okay. I wrote 9 songs today. But hey, Ryan. Hey, DA, how's it going? This one here is just for the book that was put out for publish today. So here it goes. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Crows spin circles over empty fields. Smoke from the farmsteads, black and thin. Father's axe still stuck in the chopping block, but father's eyes are ice gray, staring in.
Children hide under creaking stairs, whispering prayers they have remembered. Footsteps dragging the frozen yard, hands like branches close winter timber.
The rain of the driver, dawn of Armageddon, old bones waking in the shallow ground. Who will stand when the dead come calling? Who will answer? Who will hold this town? Rain of the driver, ash on our door frames, blood in the well where we used to play. If we fall now, may God is taken. If we rise, we see another day.
ties her braids with trembling hands, draws the blade she kept beneath the bed, sings the song her mother sang in winter. Now a war cry for the silent in the bed. Who chants underneath?
Lanterns swinging in the bitter wind. Names like anchors on our tongues. If the end is finally written in, and let it know we were not young. Reign of the dragon, dawn of Armageddon. Old bones waking in the shallow ground. Who will stand when the dead come calling? Who will answer? Who will hold this town? Reign of the dragon, ash on our door.
Yeah, I wrote it today for the book.
In the well where we used to pray. If we fall now, the guard is taken. If we rise, we see another day.
Who remembers some?
I remember rain.
Who will cross the threshold?
I will bear the pain.
If our names are broke,
Carved in stone and fire.
let them say amid reign of the dragon, dawn of Armageddon. Cold hands reaching through the shattered door. We stand shoulder to shoulder in the kitchen light. We are tired, we are shaken, we are more. Reign of the dragon, ash on our door frames, tears on the steel that we raise to the sky. If this is the night that the world stops turning, let them meet us looking in their eyes. Crows spin circles over quiet fields. Footprints fading in the thawing ground. Reign of the dragon, dawn of Armageddon. Find us standing when the horn resounds.
So what you guys think of that? No, Ryan, it's gonna be for Saga Grimson Book 3, Revenge of the Wendigo. But yes, I will be writing one for that as well. And it will have that in there. So I ain't gonna name it Wendigo. No. I'm not gonna name it that way. Is he? But yeah, I was yeah, I know, Ryan. She's digging her claws deep into me. But yeah, DA, yeah, I wrote that today for the new book. I just got to get the commercial for it finished. So I was kind of happy to finally get it put out for publish today. So what'd you guys think of that one? A horror book together. Hell yeah, man. That'd be fun. I'll admit the Saga Grimson Book 3 is a little bit harder to write than some of my other ones because I wrote myself in a tough position in the book, and that's I got to a big fight scene before I wanted to get to a big fight scene, if that makes sense. So I've got to figure out how to write my way out of that book. I think I figured it out. So I've got to work on it to get it to see if it sounds like it works. But yeah, I wrote myself into a big fight scene way sooner than I needed to. So yeah, I'm trying to get it done. that's my next project. I had to think about it. This is one that's been sitting on the shelf for a while. So I was like, I need to get it done. I need to get another book of the Ian Yar out, my sci-fi series. I need to get another one for the Dolphs, the Mountain Man series out. But I've got so many books that I'm working on right now. It's not even funny. So, but I decided to help promote the books. I'm going to write a song for each one of my books. So that's what I've been doing today. I literally got up at 8 o'clock this morning and fixed me something to eat. Yeah. Yeah, it's so the book 3, if you guys have read book 1, he faces the big W in book 1. But in book 3, that's why it's called Revenge, is because it came back. And now he's got to face it, and it's smarter than it was last time. He remembers what happened last time. That will be the book 3, the Saga Grimson book 3, Roxanne. So I'm in chapter 2 or 3 on the listening to it to see how it sounds. And so I've got 6 chapters in it. Started with chapter 7. So yeah, I've got to get chapter 6 is where I wrote myself into a big fight scene that doesn't need to be there yet. So I've got to write myself out of that. But quit with digging your dang claws in me, daggone it. That hurts. I'm holding you up. You don't need to dig your claws in my shoulder, baby girl. Yeah. No, hey Vicky, yeah, it's Aurora. She's been over here next to my keyboard all day as I've been working. Oh. Yeah. Quit digging your claws into me or you're going to get down. Now that hurts. Oh. I know you're trying to kiss my butt, but your claws hurt, honey. Oh, that's cool, Carl. Or Corey. Yeah, it's been kind of fun. I've just been busy with this new position, schooling, getting things ready for paving season. I haven't had time to work on a whole lot of stuff. So I had a lot of stuff written down. Then I had to come through and put it all together as far as music goes and everything else. Hey, Uncivilized engineer. It's good to see you in here. So with that being said, is anybody had anything happening to them lately? Still haven't heard anybody. I guess it's been a quiet week for everyone. I'm actually shocked I ain't had anything out here. Yeah, really shocked I haven't had anything out here. Yeah, I'm not. I definitely can't read that one out loud, Carl. That's it. You're going back to get down. You won't quit. Now stop. But oh man, it's I am doing a quiet before the storm. It could be, Roxanne. It really could be. Tomorrow I'm doing a show on the black dog because I've seen it myself twice, but people don't realize. Okay, that's it. Nope, your claws are getting me too bad. That is really hurting, honey. People don't realize how long in history the black dog has been seen, and I know nowadays it's associated with truckers, but in all actuality, the black dog's been sighted for a very long time. So I think it's going to be fun. That show is going to be fun, but yeah. And I've seen it twice, 2 different versions of it. And last one was not even a year ago. So I was kind of wondering if the constant weather changing and the storms is what's kept things quiet. But I mean, I don't know. Nope, we ain't doing that. Behave. Um, hey, Marcy, how'd your little investigation go? Or have you been on it yet? I just happen to remember that. Dang, my shoulder's still sore from her digging them claws in there. I saw the black dog. I'd be who's good dog, not you, but who's a good dog. I'm a dog. Hell yeah, can I pet that dog? That's what's sad is I guarantee you there is people out there. It's like, can I pet that dog? I looked at. I mean, the first one was the first time I saw it. That was almost an old crap situation for me. I mean it. I almost wrecked the first time I saw it. Oh, you're giving your pillow up? Oh my. Oh my. Is your jealousy that bad that you got to give your pillow up? Yeah. Do you? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, he let the dogs out. Sorry, it's texting. I hate having the sound on when I'm doing a live, but I got to have it on because I'm on the call. So I'm sorry that's a little distracting, but I have no choice. I pet a grizzly bear. If yeah, I mean I would too. Yes, it is, Roger. Yes, there is, and that's not a bad movie either. They hit a bump. What was that? Volkswagen Bug. Yep. Yeah, it's that was actually a good movie. But yeah, that was I don't remember that one, Vicky. Yeah, that's no kidding. That's no kidding, Carl. Yeah, I'm actually shocked he gave up his pillow. He must have been jealous because Aurora was on my shoulder. I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, I mean, essentially that, um, even though it doesn't really show a whole lot of the black dog in that movie, the concept of behind it is where it came from is that lure. So, yeah, but like I said, I've seen it twice. First time I was 16. The last time was last July. So yeah, we'll talk about some about that on tomorrow's show, but that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, and all that. So it'll be a fun show. Hopefully I don't have mess ups like I did last week where it jacked my stuff up. What's up, Brother William? Pray on the other shows was a Badlands. I liked it. Saw a show Pray and it jumped on me. I saw a show Pray and the other show was Badlands. I liked it. Yeah, Pray was a good one, Carl. I haven't seen Badlands. Be really cool to see an in-depth show on Goat Man. I don't know much about Goat Man, Ryan. I'll be honest with you. I have not looked into Goat Man a whole lot. I don't like to pray. It was good. you did. I was with you on that one. You know more about that stuff than I do, though. The goat man is not really my forte. I haven't done a whole lot in it. Is that is Badlands? Is that the new Predator one? I need to see that one. I need to see if it's streaming yet. Boatman. Who's Boatman? I ain't never heard of that show. Oh, Goat Man. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. Okay, Carl. Yeah, I want to see Badlands. I haven't seen Badlands yet. So is it streaming? I haven't watched it. I've been doing work around here and having Game of Thrones playing in the background. Stays around bridges. Almost sounds like a troll. Okay, Carl, I'll have to check it out. I'll find out where it's streaming on. Oh, it's streaming on Hulu? Okay, I'll have to check that out. May have to watch that tonight. It's hanging around. People don't realize trolls is another type of giant. It's and trolls come from Norse mythology, but they're a Jotun. People don't realize there's many different types of Jotuns, many different types of giants in Norse mythology. Trolls is one of them. Ogres is another. You got frost giants. You got mountain giants. You got all these different kinds of Jotuns that live in Jotunheim that make their way to Midgard. So, you're saying that goat man hangs around the bridge. I mean, that sounds like a troll. So I wonder. Boatman, isn't that with Huckleberry Finn? Yeah. Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. Yeah, Boatman. What was his name? My God, I need to get them books on audio. I forgot his name. Yeah, because they went down the Missouri or the Mississippi River. It probably does. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, Ryan. I really wouldn't doubt it. A lot of makes you wonder. I mean, I know a few tidbits about it. I just ain't done enough research on it. But yeah, Tom Sawyer, man, I missed them books. Those were good books. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. God, I ain't thought about that in a long time till Ian brought it up. That's a good question, Jonaside, because it does fit with the. Oh my God, I forgot what they're called. Huh. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, fits with them out of Greek mythology, definitely. Yeah, that ain't no kidding, William. Striders, right? Yeah. Well, and it doesn't mean there ain't one that went bad, though. Um, in all actually, Ryan, there could be some that went bad, and there's been stories in Greek mythology where the satyrs went bad. So I mean, that is definitely possible. So there, I mean, you are correct on the concept that staters were generally known as good, but there's definitely been reports in Greek mythology of them being bad. the Grim Reaper guy is the boatman that ferries people across the River Styx. Yeah, he isn't known as the Grim Reaper though, but he's known as something else. Yes. Between them two, Goatman's origins are definitely not that of a satyr. Could be. I don't know, man. No worries, William. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There, in all honesty, look how many times we misidentify things all the time. I'm not saying that it is, and I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying it's possible that could have happened, and it could have been something created from evil. Sharon, yeah, the ferryman, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's. And that's the thing that we get so fixed on it can't be this and it can't be that. And that's really what really hurts research investigations. You got to keep an open mind on things. I mean, there's so many things that's known in one place, but it's known by something else somewhere else. You know, so the possibility is definitely there. At the same time, it being something completely different and something created from pure evil is definitely there as well. When you have to answer one mystery with another. Well, I get that, but at the same time, you got to as well. It does to a degree. It answers it. You're right. It don't answer the question. It doesn't answer it, but it helps you to look into it. It helps you to look into the other places that these things be known as to build upon the blocks to figure this thing out. If we focus on one area and one area only, then we're never expanding and never learning and getting to know the truth behind everything. I mean, how many times we've proven that these things were known as something here and the exact same thing as somewhere else known as something else, but for a long time we said it wasn't this because this only happens here. These things are supernatural creatures. They're not bound to one spot. So they think that the fact that they can be anywhere, just because the Greeks called it one thing and you know the Appalachians call it another, doesn't mean they're different. Doesn't mean they're same either, but it doesn't mean they're different. We have to look into that concept, and then that's how we rule out. Without looking into both, we can't rule it out. I misidentified something already. I said yes, sir, on the phone to someone that said I'm not a sir. Oh my God, I've done that before too. Like pixies and sprites, yes, absolutely. Pixies and sprites are different, and even talked about different in mythologies all around the world. But people do mix them up, just like people like to take that deer antler big W and mix it with what an actual big W is. And people do that stuff all the time. The big buck antler big W that people like to talk about is not a true big W. But what we would consider the big W does fit with other types of supernatural creatures known around the world. It absolutely does. That depends. Some supernatural creatures are bound to one specific area. Certain, I get how you think that way, Ryan. I can't agree with that because they're supernatural. They don't know borders. They don't know. Where the hell did it go? They're not bound by borders. Borders is human made. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me try to find this picture. Where? Oh my gosh. What happened to my... Huh. Okay. That is weird. I got this one, so we'll use that. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, man. What? Nah. Oh, you little hooer. I got to figure out what's going on with that. I'll just have to use this instead. Sorry, guys. I'll get back to your comments here in just a second. That's close to what a big W looks like. In all honesty, that's not exact it, but that is very, very, very similar to what a big W looks like. It doesn't have horns. It doesn't have a skull mask. That's something different. But people misidentify and combine things all the time, and that's something we have to be very, very cautious on. But this was something I created for my book. That's what this is. This is artwork for actually Saga Grimson Book 3. That's where this artwork came from. I created it. And that was the best that I can get. The closest to it I can get was this one right here. You know, lips are ripped off, the sharp teeth, the red glowing eyes, the gaunt skeletal body, long clawed fingers. I mean, the decaying flesh almost. I mean, this is very, very close to what they're talking about. But these things are also very, very similar to a jinn that's called a ghoul. If you actually look at a ghoul and the description of ghouls, and you look at the descriptions of the big W, they're damn near identical. Now let me get back to the comments here. Give me a second, guys. I know I missed some. Yeah. The Blackwood was a big, big proponent for that misidentification. Uncivil says, I did have a dream a few nights ago where two turtles were on my plate and one started to come for me. I thought they were potatoes. Oh my gosh. They were turtles. I like that, portotos. Yes, you're right, Ryan. Blackwood was one of the biggest reasons why we get what we call today the stag-horned big W's. Absolutely. But we cannot dismiss the fact that the descriptions of the big W and what they do is damn near identical with a ghoul. Their descriptions are damn near identical. The behaviors are damn near identical. Their curse that they have upon them is damn near identical. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle heroes with a nutshell. But yeah, so I mean we have to be, and that's how we figure these out, is we have to look at everything that is very close to each other throughout history and cultures and stuff in order to rule things out. And if we get so narrow-minded saying that, no, it's only this and this only, then we've closed off to the possibility of understanding the true things behind them. I mean, cultures will tell you all the time, no, this is strictly us. We created this. But you can look through all cultures and see things that's identical to the ones that this culture is talking about. And they're supernatural entities. So, they don't have borders. You have to take into account that a lot of settlers took indigenous beliefs, and transplanted them. They absolutely did. So did the Catholic Church. The Vatican, be more specific. They twisted them terribly into the process as well. Yes, the Vatican was very well known for doing that stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So, but, every culture is going to tell you that, no, this creature is us and we created it. We're the first ones to talk about it. And in all actuality, that's not true. What they call that creature, yes, but the creature itself, no. You'll find similar creatures all over the world. All over the world. Now, sometimes they act a little different. That is true. So that's where we got to question, okay, is these things the same because they act different? Or do they act different here because of this reason and act different here because of that reason? That's true investigators look into those things because you've got to be able to eliminate. Yeah, I think so too, man. Yeah. A quickie doesn't hurt. Hell yeah. So, that's why I look into all of it. I can't. Hey, some people don't want to, and I ain't going to knock them for it. That's their deal. I can't. I just can't. I open my mind up to possibilities, and that's how I eliminate things. Yep. In some native cultures, you're absolutely right. William Turtle is the creator of life. Yeah. Is what we live on. We live on the turtle, which has 13 rings in the center of its shell, 28 rings on the outside, which follows the lunar cycle of 13 months, 28 days. Just like so many other things in nature do. At least you're not digging your claws into me. Thank you, Blackie. Turtle Island. There you go. Yep. You're right, Lynn. Yep. Good to see you. Now you're starting to dig your claws into me. I just praised you for not doing that, and now you're doing that. What the heck? Yeah, I know. But it ain't like you haven't been getting attention. You've been up here with me just like a lot of the other ones have been too. Then I'm wrong. I'll admit if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And that's how we figure it out is we have to look at the broad spectrum of it. Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit I'm wrong. Hell yeah. That's how I learn. Yeah, I've always had that mentality. And I've always said that to you guys. Having had to once, yeah. Yeah, no kidding. So, like last week, we was talking about the Tartarian Empire. And I cannot jump on the Tartarian Empire deal or the mud flood deal. I can't do it. And one day I could be proven wrong. Right now, I can't. I seriously think it's a misidentification, and I think it's two different stories rolled into one. Honestly, I think that. Could I be wrong? Yep. What? How can they scare you, man? You ain't scared of nothing. They don't scare me. They just irritate me sometimes. Mainly the ones that are too close-minded to see things differently, from a different light, a different point of view, a different place in the circle. And I agree with you on that too, man. Yep. I agree with you on that. They don't scare me. Sometimes they irritate me. Like I got told by preachers before that I was very wrong for, reading the Torah and looking into the Hebrew religion because that's not the way of God. I'm like, well, you believe in Jesus, right? And they're like, yeah. So, Yahuwah or Yeshua was a Jew. Yeshua taught from the Torah. So how am I committing sin by reading the Torah? You've got a double standard going on here. And man, they just get red in the face when you're doing that. Yep. That's not a bad idea, Wim. I look outside the box, man. Yeah. In a lot of ways, you're right, Lynn. In a lot of ways, you're right on that. Yeah, I know. I know. I mean, I spent years jumping out of the helicopters, and I hunt monsters for fun on my time off. And something simple as a needle scares me. Yeah. Well, and people don't understand that the Islamic religion comes from Abraham. His oldest son by the Egyptians saved them, and once he and his mother was casted out, and they were traveling the desert, Yahuwah came to them and had him start the Muslim religion. So literally, it's half brothers. They've been fighting each other, but it all comes from the same place. Yeah. I don't know if it makes you a pagan or not. I mean, I hate that word pagan. I really hate that word pagan. But yeah, I don't know if it does or not, man. Uh, you know, I've got an open mind. I mean, I've studied religions all over this world and throughout time, and it's funny how the core value of all these religions are the same. I get it. I mean, I can't deny that Yeshua doesn't exist. I've seen Yeshua with my own eyes twice. Does he exist? Absolutely. I believe he exists. I can't not deny what my eyes have seen. And so, in that aspect, Yahuwah to me exists. Now, is Yahuwah known by different names throughout different cultures and religions? I believe so. Is Yeshua known by different names throughout different cultures? Yes, I believe so. And I believe Yahuwah is the one supreme God, the creator of all gods and all things. That is my belief. But I cannot sit there and deny that, Odin don't exist, or Thor, or Zeus, or any of them others don't exist. I'd be remiss if I did. Because you have to notice, you have to look at these things and see how very similar they all could be. They all are. Oh, oh, not your claws, baby. Sorry, it jumped on me just now. Well, I get that, yeah. Uh, but he could just be a tupa. All gods could be, yeah. Well, I mean, no, it's brown. It's dark brown. I've had this leather hat for. Well, this is all leather. I've had this hat for many, many years. Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. Black hat or white hat? What do you mean? Who's a black hat or a white hat, William? I must have missed something somewhere. Well, in all actuality, at one time, Ryan, I believe they were there. They just were ran out by settlers. Hey, Marty. Hey, it does say in there, I'm the God of many names. But he also says, I created man in our image, in the image of the gods. It tells you there's more than one. I have had a come to Odin moment, but it's personal. I get that. Yeah. You know, when you look at all these other religions and stuff, they talk about similar stuff, almost damn near identical in a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of differences in them too. And that's mankind could be manipulating them and twist them. That's one thing mankind is very good at doing. Don't be on my keyboard. Get off my keyboard, Blackie. Get up there on my shoulder. You do better. Nobody wants to see your starfish. Don't be stowing your starfish off on the. You can't do that. The internet doesn't allow you to show your starfish. Now you're gonna get me in trouble for doing that. Well, sit down here in my lap. Honey, I'm not your jungle gym. Find a place to settle down. No, don't be on my keyboard. Get off my keyboard. Sorry, I'm dealing with the cat. No hat, long hair doesn't block the critter. Oh. Yeah, but this hat ain't synthetic. It's natural. It's leather. Had a bunch of stuff pop up. Oh, there we go. Jaguar is a powerful cat, strongest bite pressure of the big cats. Is it? Huh. I thought something else had the one. No hat, long hair, doesn't block the creator's voice. Yeah, I'm herding cats. Yeah. And she's being a little inappropriate for live. Now she's back on my chest again. So, and that's actually an interesting comment there, William, because in some religions they tell you to put a shroud over your head when you pray so that you can be closer to your creator. But in other beliefs, they tell you to have your head uncovered to be closer to your creator. People don't understand that or don't think about that, but that's actually, there's many different forms of praying. It just depends on who you pray to, on what their beliefs are. You know, in the Hebrews, they put a shroud over their head and go into a dark place that's quiet. Nothing in there to distract them to pray. You know, native people, they go up in the mountains. Be with nature. Listen to the songs of nature. I mean, everybody, I mean, they all have their different ways of praying. It just really depends on what side you go to. Yeah, that's some beliefs, Lynn. Yeah. That's no kidding, William. That's no kidding. Yep, that's yeah. Cover your head. Block out evil. Yeah. Yeah, William said it right one day. Whenever time you pray, tell you to bow your head. What you're speaking to your chest. You're stronger than lion, stronger than tiger. Even though the jaguar is smaller size, the lion has. Isn't a hyena in the cat family? Because I thought the hyena had a more powerful bite than the jaguar did. I know they're not dog related. I was pretty sure hyena was closer to a feline. And they have the strongest bite. That's why I was kind of confused on that. But I mean, jaguars, it isn't a cat. Okay. Thanks, D.A. I was trying to remember. It's been so long since I studied hyenas. Changed it around in the 1970s that didn't have to cover their head. Oh, I didn't know Ena. I didn't know Ena. I didn't know that. Now you say it, and I'm thinking about it, Roxanne. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, Kawhi. You know, and that's the thing is, like, you know, jaguars are very well known for Mesoamerica, but they don't realize that the border states of America used to have jaguars too. Actually, they had jaguars up till just a little over 100 years ago, maybe less. Oh, are they? Okay. That's why I started to pause there and question myself, Ryan. It's just like, wait a minute, I'm forgetting something here. Yeah, they did. And all them stemmed from the Catholic religion. So, but and that's the thing too, in DA's book, Blood Eagle, if memory serves me correctly, he was talking about the werecats down there in Mesoamerica, and that's actually true. Werecats in Mesoamerica is very prominent, and a jaguar is one of the biggest ones. But if you study how they're created, it's very similar to the Ophanar, the Berserkers, the SWs. All that stuff is very, very similar on how you transform that way. But correct me if I'm wrong, DA. I think that was Blood Eagle you was talking about the werecats in. But they are closer related to cats in mongoose. That's what I was thinking. Maybe that's where I was thinking, closely related. Okay, that's maybe where I was thinking of, Kevin. Okay. Thank you, DA. I thought so. I started questioning myself. They always thought hyenas were related to dogs, but they are their own types. Seems like a bear dog. And that's the thing, I knew they were closely related. Or when he said closely related, that reminded me. So, yeah. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? So, I mean, you got to understand that stuff. And the fact that we're having werecat encounters up here, well, you got a lot of people from Mesoamerica that came into this country. So the rise of werecat sightings in the U.S. is understandable. But that stems from Mesoamerica. And his writings in Blood Eagle is pretty damn accurate if you study that lure. Did you know that Hebrew states that there are types of angel names? Lyrian, just find it resembles the word Lyrian, like cat people. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right, William. But see, and a lot of people don't understand, it's not just Mesoamerica was known for doing that stuff. I mean, the Celts, they had a cat pelt, they can change it too. SW's the same way. As long as you have the pelt of that animal, you can transform into it if you know how to do it. But people segregate and split, and they don't realize the similarity between them all. Hey, a little twisted, how you been? The Colossus tribe here in South Florida have a panther woman called Marco Cat. Yeah, there you go, Lynn. I mean, that's another one, prime example right there. Yeah. Actually, I forgot, man, I ain't heard about that one in forever. I need to look into that again. It's been a long time since I heard that one. So we have to, and that's why I say we have to look outside the box. We can't put anything inside of a box because you're never going to get to the truth. You have to look outside the box. Then you're going to start seeing how very similar Wampus cat, but a Wampus cat ain't a werecat though, really, Lynn. I mean, a Wampus cat is different. And Wampus cats are seen here. Yeah, Hexen wolf. But the Hexen wolf is very similar to the wolf, the Ulfanar, and that's because they're all from Germania. I mean, the Norse, the Danes, the Swedes, the Finns. I mean, all them people are from our Germanic tribes. That's why the stuff are very similar. They're just called something different somewhere else. Berserkers and Yanalushi do have differences, though. Berserkers serve their people by winning conflict wars, where the Lushi are self-serving. True, but in order to transform, they're the same. So that's what I was getting at. The method of transforming, and hence the word similar, because they are not the exact same. They are similar. The magic used to create it, the techniques used to create it, the chants, everything is similar. Some of them have different athletes. Now, berserkers are mindless. They'll attack their own people. But the Ulfanar, they have cunning. They have intelligence, and they won't. Yeah, the dogmen are going at it. The dogman will not attack their own people. A berserker will. because a berserker has no thought. Their only thought is to destroy. And that's why people feared Ofanar, which is the wolf, over a berserker, which is the bear, is because of that. Yeah, the dog men are going at it uncivil. Wampa cat is also not the Cherokee death cat, two completely different types. Hey, I need to look into that. I forgot about the Cherokee death cat. But I do remember putting them in that category. I need to look more into that, William. Yeah. I'm actually in front of a campfire right now, and he's going, "Oh, you lucky dog, Poncho, how you doing?" So, yeah, they're in play mode, shaking my camera, shaking my computer desk, being noisy. It's born snow going at it as usual. That's why I always call my little dog men, because they sound like that when they're going at it. So, and seeing that's why I say, I mean, things are very similar all over, and techniques may be identical in every single way. Just in one place, they're different than another place, on how they act. That doesn't mean they're different; just means they act different. I'm totally getting into the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Odin and the Norns make an appearance. No kidding. Don't ruin it for me, Lynn. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, he does. They ain't no kidding, Firewater. How you doing? Oh, you're not supposed to ruin that for me, Lynn. I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to get caught back up on Game of Thrones, because I left off at chapter, or at season 5, I think it was. So I'm rewatching it from the beginning to make sure I don't forget nothing. Imagine if the Vikings didn't kill their own kind. They were barbaric in their own way. Well, they were. And you're right. At the same time, look how much of the world they changed, and changed for the good. Look how much of their stuff is being used to this day, even in America. Our days of the week, a lot of our languages, a lot of our techniques, a lot of stuff comes from the Nordic people. Oh, yeah, the crickets are back. Yeah, man, the crickets are back. I was listening to that the other night when I was outside marking my territory. One thing we have to remember, shapeshifters, berserkers don't offer a family member to achieve their own. No, I mean, there is some slight differences, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You got to have certain stuff. You got to have certain techniques, a certain chant, certain type of music, certain kind of literature to be able to transform, just like you do in a lot of the other ones. I watched Game of Thrones 6 times and House of the Dragon 4 times. I haven't watched House of the Dragons yet either. Yeah, I haven't watched House of the Dragon yet either. I forgot about it until I seen it earlier. I just got on Game of Thrones. I just got where Joffrey was killed. So he was unalived, poisoned. The offspring of Jaime and I forgot her name already. Anyways, yeah. Offspring of twin brother and sister. So, because I haven't watched it in so long, I forgot exactly where I left off. I think I got seasons 1 through 5 down on DVD down there. So, Eric, spoilers. Yeah, man, I don't need them. I haven't looked at them yet. I've listened to the audiobooks. I adore the stories. Hell yeah. Creasy, thank you. No. Cersei. Yeah, Cersei. Never mind. Yeah, Cersei. Yeah. Her and Jaime, twin brother and sister, created quite a bit of kids together, actually. Yeah, they were doing Joffrey's funeral, and that's where I left off. Changing channel, adding logs. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's if you actually watch Game of Thrones, that's exactly what it is. If you actually watch it and listen to it, they tell you Jaime and Cersei are brother and sister. They're twins, and they had like 3 or 4 kids together. Yes, he was. He was the Caw of the Dothraki. I think that was actually his first show. He's there, or first acting job he did, I believe, was in that one, or it's one of the first ones. But yes, he was the call of the Dothraki, who married the Targaryen girl, the mother of dragons, Stormborn. I forgot her first name, but yeah, he married her. Yeah, I think there's like 9 seasons of Game of Thrones, and I've got DVDs 1 through 5 down there, so I gotta get caught up. Daenerys, yeah, that's it. Daenerys, yeah. But yeah, I believe, I don't know if it's his first one civil, but I think if it ain't his first one, it's one of his first acting jobs. So I haven't looked it up, so I can't tell you. I just know it's one of his first ones. Oh, we're past the top of the hour. This is going to be a little longer one because I got to go in and get me something to drink. But this is going to be a book commercial for my Saga Grimsons. And this song is actually, I wrote this for these book series. So right now I'm on binging. Oh, I haven't seen Resident Evil in a long time. But as this is playing, I want to rest my voice and get me something to drink. Here we go.
Shoulder to shoulder with Ragnar in the raid. Silver on the table, glory in the grim, but the ice wind carried something crawling in. Grim sun, guardian of Midgard, hazing steel against the grave. Blessed eye, burning like a star. Only the fearless can be brave. From the fjord to the far dark forest, he will hunt till the sky turns red. Grim sun, guardian of Midgard, he stands where the living dread. Smoke from the hillside, home turned black and bare. Droger in the doorway, cold hands in a prayer. Family taken by teeth that never tire. He knelt in the ashes, swore his wrath to the fire. Raven circle, whisper his name. One-eyed father sets his soul aflame. Grim sun, guardian of Midgard, raising steel against the grave. Blessed eye, burning like a star. Only the ruthless can be brave. From the fjord to the far dark forest, he will hunt till the sky turns red. Grim sun, guardian of Midgard, he stands where the living dread. Step by step through the frozen bones, ash and frost in his lungs. Every ghost that the darkness owns falls to the swing of his tongue. I am the storm, I am the spear, I am the
guys. Whew, that was good. I got back in time. Had to get me some more green tea. To Night and Thorn, she reminds me a lot of Amy Lee. Yeah. I made that one today. I took an older version and kind of tweaked it around and created that one today and then animated the book covers. So, that's one I made today. I actually just finished downloading like 4 minutes before the show started. I was working on it. And I took the book covers and animated it. And then I took, earlier today, I took an older version of the Saga of Grimson because I liked it, but I didn't like how it kind of sounded. So I kind of changed some things around and then used that system to put the music and the singing to it. So that was a commercial I made for the Saga of Grimson books. But if you're interested in my books, you can find them on Amazon. They're available on Kindle, hardback, paperback, and audio. You can follow my author's fan page at amazon.com/author/ED Testerman. Please rate and comment my books and help share them out there. I love writing. It's hard for me to write, but I love writing. And it's I'm hoping that my books take you to a different time, different place, and a different adventure, and that's why we like to write. So I hope you guys enjoy them, and like I said, be on watch for Reign of the Draugr, Dawn of Armageddon. That should be available to the public here soon. I am too. I said, well, and best air guitars too. That's about the best of my techniques, but I wish I could sing and play instruments like that, but I can't. That's why I got to use a system like that. Hey, Freaky. No. But yeah, I had to, my green tea's almost out. So I was like, oh, guys, hurry up, fill up. My jar was starting to pour slower and slower and slower. It's like, oh, I'm going to have to make another jar or jug of it. You're an adventure in your own mind. Yeah, I can see that. But if you guys are interested, I write historical fiction cryptid horrors, modern day cryptid horrors, historical fiction, sci-fi, and Nain Stopa. So if you're interested in that stuff, go give my books a look. So. But yeah, we were talking about different things and similarities of different stuff around the world, and oh my gosh, you got me good on that one, Blackie. I didn't see you back there, and I seen that paper move, and I was like, oh crap, here we go. Yeah, I know. No, I don't have the spirits, but I got the green tea. Yeah, I won't, Roxanne. Your secret's safe with me. After I finish my memoir, I want to write a humor. Men and Other Varmints will be the second book. Hell yeah. You keep going at it, Lynn. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I do. There's a lot of studying that goes into books. And sometimes that's why it takes me so long, because I'm dyslexic. So writing and reading is like very hard for me. Speaking is very hard for me. I'm not cheating on Parrot Dog. He's down there fighting with more other varmints. Hell yeah. So it's a challenge for me. So, and it's such a pain in the butt to use other artists for, singing and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't get you the proper paperwork in time, and it really hurts the channel. So that's why I had to start doing my own stuff. You're welcome. It's not humor, it's part of the body. I think. Oh, but I still enjoy it. So when Reign of the Draugr, I put a challenge to all you out there who read Reign of the Draugr. While you're reading that, get on Google Earth and go to St. Joe, Missouri, and follow Google Earth through that book. And you'll be surprised on how accurate that is. That's how I like to write. I'm dyslexic too. Maybe you can tell with some of my, it's, I've spent years and years and years trying to overcome this dyslexia. But I mean, I still have moments where it comes out, but I'm much better than I was when I was younger. Much, but I twist words up all the time because in my head they sound one way, but in reality they're spelt a different way. And that's one of, and reading is the same way. You know, I'll mix words up all the time because to me it sounds completely different than how it's actually spelled. I was hyperactive. I was never ADHD, but I was hyperactive. Freaky. I can see that. You sure it ain't your mind, though? Yeah. You're going to keep digging your claws in me, you're going to get back down again. That's why you had to get down earlier. You won't quit digging your claws at me. Yeah. You remember, don't you? So, but I mean, it's still fun. I'm not going to, and that's why I challenge people. Do not let something like that hold you back from doing what you want to do. You know, I'm not letting it hold me back. So don't let something like that, no matter what it is, hold you back from doing what you want to do. If you want to do it, by God, get off your ass and go do it. I'm not dyslexic. I'm just stubborn. Hell yeah, man. It's not easy training a cat not to use her claws. Oh, man. She has a very, especially in her old age, she has a very bad problem of digging her claws into me because she's afraid, because she falls quite often. Falls more than what she used to. So she's constantly digging her claws into things to keep herself up. And even though I'm holding her up, she still thinks she's got to dig her claws into my skin. I've actually got to get I got to get looking for some old carpet. I've been saving up my cheese ball containers because what I want to do is I want to make some stuff to hang up along the wall, like little paths. I'm going to have multiple of those little cheese ball containers with carpet on the inside and carpet on the outside, so they can jump up and go around it, or they can crawl in there and hide, just for my cats. And that could be my excuse to, yeah. I had attention to deficit disorder in the 6th grade, they didn't know I was nearsighted and couldn't read the chalkboard, or of course I didn't give attention to hazy powder on her. Yeah, no, I mean, I struggled. I mean, I've been to multiple different after school programs. I was in LED because of my dyslexia and my hyperactivity. Schooling is very, very hard for me. It's not that I don't know the stuff. It's just taking what I know from here and putting it on paper. It's hard for me. And I mix words up. Like, I'll know what I want to say, but to get it out of here, it can be challenging. And the more tired I am, the harder it is for me, because I don't have my guard up trying to protect, or trying to, guard against that defect. So, I mean, but you can't let it hold you back, man. If anybody knows anything about dyslexia, you read things wrong, you spell things wrong, you see things wrong. So reading and writing is hard for people that's got dyslexia, but I still write books. It freaked me out when they changed from a chalkboard to a whiteboard and chalk to markers. Yeah. God, I think they did that when I was in middle school or high school, when they changed it for me. I gave up math when they told me 3.14 equals pi. They couldn't explain it to me. Yeah, pi is 3.14159, something like that. But everybody uses the 3.14. Yeah, I say things wrong all the time. We'll have pi and not cake. Yeah. See, I have to use pi on when I'm figuring up the total square yards or square footage of square yards of a road surface. I have to use pi because we have cul-de-sacs, which is the big circle parts of the drive. So in order to figure out pi, or figure up the square footage and convert it to square yards for a cul-de-sac, you got to use pi. So you take the diameter times 3.14, which is pi, in order to get the square footage. Then you divide that by 9 to get your square yardage. They may as well have told me 3.14 equals cinnamon bun. Yeah, it's like I still don't use algebra to this day. People's like, oh man, I used to piss off my professor in college because I could figure out the equation in 3 steps when he's wanting me to do 15. I was like, why do I want to do 15 steps when I could figure it out in 3? He goes, because that's how algebra works. I said, well, then algebra is stupid. I said, it makes absolutely zero sense. I don't know the answer until I know the problem. So how am I going to know the problem, if I know the answer? That makes zero sense to me. I mean, algebra makes absolutely zero sense to me. How do you know the answer before you know the problem? You got to know the problem before you know the answer. And he goes, well, algebra is really, it's a language. I said, then why is it in math? Or algebra run me for math. Yeah, that was good until they started that. I still do the add, multiply, subtract, and divide. I still use that to this day. I've never used algebra. Never used algebra. But they argued with him. He said, you use algebra all the time. I said, no, I've never used it. I've always used simple add, math, subtract, multiply, and divide. I always use briskets and gravy for cul-de-sacs, numbers. Yeah. When you're measuring a cul-de-sac, it's that brings in a whole new deal. Most of our cul-de-sacs are 76 foot wide. So that's the radius. Now you got to get the diameter. So you take 76, divide that by 2, you times that by 3.14. That gives you the square footage, and you take that, divide that by 9, and that gives you the square yardage of that cul-de-sac. So, cul-de-sac, is that the road that looks like yes, that's what it is, freaky. That is called a cul-de-sac. Yep. I don't do geometry, so I would have to take your word for that, Firewater. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't. That's not my forte. I don't believe we use algebra and everything. A friend showed me what to do and something. Yeah, I mean, this is what you know something. Hell yeah. I mean, that's why I passed algebra in college, but I passed with like a C plus or C minus. I can't remember because I could not, for the life of me, I could not take 15 steps I couldn't. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't take 15 steps to figure out the answer. I usually got it in 2 to 3 steps. I have to get motivated to get these gear reviews, videos done, amazing gadgets. Hell yeah, William. I use algebra in cooking. I don't. I just cook. Always liked geometry, only I got a D or C. I've never taken geometry. I've never taken it. I've never took geometry. I've never took trig. And there's another one out there. I forgot what it's called. I've never took that stuff. Geometry is the only math I never learned in school. What is there? Algebra, geometry, trigonometry. There's another one. I'm forgetting one. I never made it to calculus. That was it. Calculus. I never took calculus either. I mean, the only reason why I took algebra, because I didn't even take algebra in high school, was because I had to do it in college. That was one of the things I had to take. I couldn't take just regular math in college. I had to take algebra. And to this day, I tell you, I still cannot stand algebra. I don't like algebra, and I don't use algebra. There's an old joke that I use with my math, but I can't say it on YouTube. But I always use the add, subtract, multiply, divide. I never made it to calculus or trigonometry. Yeah, I never will. But and that's probably, and some of it could be my dyslexia. That's why I never could understand algebra, because in my mind I'm like, how do I know the answer if I don't know the problem? I got to know the problem in order to know the answer, and all they're doing is reversing. That's what algebra is reversing it. I thought to myself, well, I can drop math and have science. Then the science class, they talked about 3.14 and pi. Yeah, I love science. I love science and history. That was like my two favorite classes. Math was a favorite class till they started trying to teach algebra. And math wasn't my favorite class no more. I'm very good at math. I'm just not good at algebra, calculus, trigonometry, or now I forgot it now. Anyways, I'm not good at that other stuff. Counting was a major in college. Yeah. Formulas, yeah. But I'm serious. You know, they're like, well, you build stuff, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I build stuff quite often. It's like, well, you use algebra. I said, no, I don't. I use add, multiply, subtract, and divide. It does, you know, like, so some of my favorite sciences, I mean, I loved everything in science. I really do. Um, Biology is one of my favorites, though. I loved how the human body worked. I'm fascinated with the human body. So I liked how it works. And then, of course, you get into plants and animals. And I mean, I like all that stuff. But that's just me. The higher formula in math is more for science, drafting, and other forms. Could be. Biology is different than physics, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Science is interesting till they said you can't question it. Yeah, I know. And that's one of my biggest problems. I question everything all the time. I'm always questioning things. Yeah. I just, because to me, thank you for the $5 super sticker, Bobby. You're awesome, dude. You're badass. I appreciate it. And this is thank you for the great show. You're welcome, buddy. And thank you so much for that. Let's see if I can pop this up without messing my chat up too much. That's why I'm very selective on the stuff that I pop up. But I do appreciate that, Bobby. You're awesome, man. There it goes. Yep, it's messed. Daggone. Come on, quit. There we go. Maybe it'll start. I like the table of elements, though. I've always remembered cobalt for some reason. Yeah, I forgot most of that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gotta wait for my chat to quit messing up so I can start doing it. There it goes. I know AU is gold thanks to a show that facts of life. I forgot. I ain't gonna lie to you. The table, I forgot most of that. The elemental table, I forgot most of that. Now, element 115 is in the table of elements. I heard something about that, Uncivil. I can't remember what it is, but I remember seeing something about that not too long ago. Huh. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff, man. I mean, I'm always going to be a student. You know, like my late great grandpa used to say, and my great grandpa Testerman, and like my late grandpa Steinman, like they always told me whenever I was growing up, is like, boy, the day you stop learning is the day that you no longer living. But even on that day, you learn something new. So that's why I'm always trying to learn something. I don't remember Freaky. I remember seeing something, and I remember 115 being on there. I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head. That was the one thing about science that was really hard for me to learn was the elements table. I never could grasp it. The only reason why I remember H2O because that's water, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. H2O. table of elements is when my teacher realized I needed glasses. No kidding. Wow, that took them a long time to figure that out, Lynn. Sorry, man. I'm not trying to be rude, but that took them a long time to figure that out. I didn't have to start wearing glasses till I was 16. That's when I started wearing glasses. Didn't need them up till then. My eyes just started failing. Back when I turned 16, my eyes started failing. Hey, War Criminal, it's been a while. How you been? It's good to see you in here. Doing all right? I wore glasses in preschool. Yeah, my daughters, my youngest didn't need glasses, and they made her wear glasses, and which really, yeah. Well, that's a story for a different time. But my oldest needed glasses, and then she got to the point where she didn't need them no more. You can grow into it, and you can grow out of it, just like you can with allergies. Hey, Lene, how you doing? You've been laying prone in the tall grass is what you've been doing, War Criminal. Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, yeah, it's just like allergies. You can grow into them and grow out of them. I mean, for a long time, my right eye was failing and my left eye wasn't. Now my left eye is failing and my right one's kind of stopped. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Good to hear that. So I'll be listening to the DA's show tonight. I've got some work to do, so I primarily will be listening. I've had so much going on here. I've been busier than a hiccup. That or I'll end up falling asleep and missing things. I've missed a couple. I feel so bad because I missed a couple of Jessica's shows because I fell asleep. You take it easy, freaky. I got back from Columbia last week and had to fix a broken water line that I broke installing my new dishwasher. And then I found other leaks I had to fix too. Yeah, and then yard work and all that other stuff. I've worn glasses since I was 7. Thank heaven you can get thinner lenses because I had pop bottle. Oh, God, I know, man. My brother still wears the Coke bottle glasses. He's got them thinner than what they used to be, but they're still thick. I mean, those things are thick. So I give him crap all the time. What's going on with your Coke bottle glasses? He's like, don't talk. He just gets to go with nothing. I'm the oldest out of 4. I've got more hair than most of my brothers do. I've got less gray hair than most of my brothers do. And I'm the oldest out of the 4. It's called that's good living. It's because I'm fluffy. Now, I'm losing my hair, but I still got more hair. So I get a kick out of it. We got about 20 minutes left. Is anybody, any of the new people coming in, anybody got any recent encounters they want to talk about or encounters they haven't shared before? Been kind of quiet on the counter side on both sides, that side and this side. So we just come in and talk about different things. I was 13 when I realized everyone else sees better. Oh my gosh. Yeah, even with the expensive lenses, my left eye is highly magnified. Yeah. Yeah, they tell me I need bifocals, and I've got bifocals in now. But man, my bifocals jack with me too much. I don't have more hair. I'm losing hair, but they got less hair than I do. I got to see who that is there. Can't see it in the blue on the small screen. Hey, Dario, how's it going? So, but yeah, no, even though I'm losing hair, I still have more hair than my little brothers do. I also realized I saw better than many with my friends. Oh, wow. Or mind's eyes. Okay, now I can see it. I love my progressive bifocal. I mean, mine's got you can't see the little line in it. They're supposed to help me be able to see things at a distance, but my God, it jacks with me quite often. I don't think I was ready for them, even though my eye doctor said I was. I'm starting to wonder. I'm the same, Eric. I can wear bifocal contacts, but the percent lesser gives me a headache. Yeah, that's why I'm looking down so much because I can see better out of the top of them than I can down here in the bifocal side. Is it a progressive? Okay, I can't remember. I just know it's called something lineless or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know they're dirty again. I need to get me some contacts, but get your claws out of me. I'll be out in Missouri in March. Hell yeah. What are you gonna be doing down here? Work criminal. My bifocals need me to. I need my bifocal need with me going downstairs. Oh man. Like if I can't, everything's blurry right there if I use my bifocals, and if I come up here, it's all clear as day. Yep. I can't. Man, I miss my contacts. I need to get me some new contacts. Okay, well, we're not doing any more of this clawing stuff. Makes me think of Master Po, the blind Shaolin monk in the TV show Kung Fu with Dave. Oh yeah, very good, young grasshopper. God, I ain't seen that movie in forever. Qui-Gon Jinn. Yep. I was watching some Star Wars stuff earlier, actually. Very good, young grasshopper. Man, I ain't seen that Kung Fu movie in forever, man. I think it was somewhere in the 90s last time I watched that movie. There was like 3 of them, if I remember right. The one time it was on the boob tube, back when I had Dish Network, I seen Kung Fu, so I thought it was a movie. I was like, man, I ain't watched this in forever, so I went to watch it. It was not Kung Fu. I don't know what that was. It wasn't Kung Fu. I have to see if the eye doctor can clear up the scar in my eye from cataract. Ooh, God, Roxanne, yeah. Master Po was my favorite. Man, Master Po was awesome. Master Po was straight beast mode. Yeah, he was straight up beast mode. I liked Master Po. Master Po reminded me a lot of Raiden. From Mortal Kombat. In all honesty, Master Po reminded me a lot of Raiden. Or I should say Raiden reminded me of Master Po because I believe Kung Fu came out before Mortal Kombat did. I can't remember. I'm heading to the insane asylum called Emma Sus. No kidding. Where's that at? Emus. I don't know how to say it. Kind of looks familiar. I'm trying to remember where that's at. I would love to go there, do a paranormal investigation. There's so much paranormal activities, insane asylums, and they're opening them back up too. So I'm like, yeah, so many people need to be in that thing. Man, that's kind of. I gotta look it up, man. That's bugging me. Oops. Holy crap. Yeah, yeah. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, Raiden was straight beast mode. West of St. Louis. Okay. I'm waiting on this thing to load up. Man, that's not even anywhere close to what I was asking. Freaking retard. Stupid computer. Just tell me it's in Springfield, Missouri. The only difference between the sane and the insane is the sane have the power to lock up. No kidding. The movie Big Trouble in Little China, yes. And they're coming out with a second one, I guess. Hey, take it easy, Miss Lene. Good seeing you. Okay. Yeah, to me, it's keep saying it's EMMAUS. And it's telling me it's in Springfield, Missouri. It's all in the reflexes. Yeah, I typed it in how you put it in, and it keeps telling me it's EMMAUS. Some friends have been researching Bigfoot in the area with a haunted cemetery. There is a swamp witch and a Bigfoot in one spot. The swamp witch is haunting in the old, or the sun one is an old as heck. Oh wow. Yeah, I need to. Maybe I need to add more to it to get it the right place. And it still comes up EMMAUS. Hey, they have their own webpage. Dude, that place looks weird. Big public investigation, $1,500. Private investigation up to 10 people, $750. Private investigation up to $1,250. Wow. They want a lot of money to do that. A lot of money. Overnight investigation on Saturday is $125. That's the cheapest one they got. Yeah, that's. I mean, Huh. Still didn't tell me exactly where it's at. Oh, there we go. I found it. Marthasville, Missouri. Huh. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of that going on, Lynn. Yeah, no kidding, uncivil. Man, they charge a mint to go investigate that place. Wow. I didn't pay near that much just for the Pythian Castle. And the Pythian Castle was damn near nonstop activity. So I always wondered about that because I've never charged a client to do an investigation for him. Yeah, I'm excited to get out there. Heck yeah, dude. I mean, war criminal. I can't. Yeah. God, I wish I could join you. I would never pay to be scared. I got enough of it for free in my life. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, I can't say much. The Saturday night one was cheaper than the Pythian Castle because the Pythian Castle was no, it was $100. We did it for $199. Hell yeah. Well, and that's the thing I try to tell people all the time. I say, you got to understand, Bigfoot are living creatures too. They have a soul. So when they pass on, it's not going to be any different than when we pass on. There's going to be an element of us that stay behind. You know, people's trying to say, oh, yeah, they're, you know, how they're trying to tie it together in a weird way. It's like you're tying it together wrong, but it's my opinion. But you got to think they're a living creature just like we are. They're going to have a soul. If I was on a ghost hunting crew, I'd be the guy who stays outside in the front yard. Yeah, I need to get a crew put together, but I'm very picky on who I take with me because I just don't need something. I don't want something happen to my client, and I don't want something to happen to me. You know, so many of those people on YouTube and on the boob tube like to oh my God, I just forgot the term. Anyways, aggravate and anger the spirits to get them to react. I ain't going to do that. Because when I leave that place, it's not me that deals with that angry spirit. It's my client. And like, I've never charged anybody for an investigation. I'm not there to make money off of it. I'm there to help somebody out. And that's why I never could understand that stuff. People charge big money to have them come investigate your place. Why? You're just causing, more problems for your client than what they already got. If I was on a ghost hunting crew, I'd be the guy who stay. Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I don't know, man. I'm different, I guess. I've never charged anybody for an investigation. I just don't believe in it. Yeah, no kidding. But oh man. I'm just not built like others. I don't have greed in my heart, I guess. I just can't do it. I just can't. Like when my neighbor called me, I was like, man, I ain't going to charge him. If I'm going to make any kind of money off investigation, it'll be off of my YouTube channel. And antagonize. No, absolutely not, Firewater. Hell no. Have a spirit and a ghost activity a lot. My dad also had it all his life also. Yeah. Eric, when you're there, you gotta yell out loud to any challenge you. Okay, I need to get that on the bigger screen. When you're there, you gotta yell out loud for any to challenge you and see how tough they are. Like Zach Baggins, no, hell no. I'll stand my ground. So this is the God's honest truth, folks, and I've experienced this all over this world doing paranormal investigations. When you first get to a location, you're a stranger. Them ghosts are going to challenge you. They just ask because they don't want you. They don't know you. You're a stranger. You're an outsider. So many times they're going to tell you to leave. You got to stand your ground. You can't let them push you around, but you don't agitate them. You don't aggravate them. You just stand your ground. Just stay firm. No, I'm got permission to be here. I'm going to be here. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. And you'll be surprised how often, once they finally realize that you're not a threat. Now, I've had to stand my ground against threatening ones. I had to do it at Indian Point. They were preventing that little girl and the others from talking to us and escaping like they wanted to do. Did I have to stand up against that old man and the old lady who was keeping the others from doing what they wanted to do? Yes. But no, I'm not going to sit there and do it. Man, that's all clickbait crap. I'm not going to do that. Hey, what? Man, to me, uncivil, I'm sorry. That's all fake. I mean, every bit of that's fake. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But when out of the 10 minutes I've ever watched them do anything, I knew right then this show was fake. Yeah, I've stopped meeting people in the LBL too worried about someone getting, I mean, you can't just go out there and hear a snap of a twig and pull up your gun and start shooting. I'm sorry. That's stupid. That's not reality. And that reality will make you a steamy pile of poo on a forest floor. You just don't do that stuff. That's why I can't watch the only show that I've ever watched out of any of those type of shows was Ghost Hunters. Them guys were pretty damn legit on how they did stuff. I saw an orb and had a spirit that threatened my ex, but would turn the heat on for me in the furnace with no wires. Yeah, I've had one not far from here around Marshfield, Missouri that done that stuff often. And if I slept on the bed in that home, because it wasn't my home, but if I took a nap at that home and I didn't have the blankets on me, it would cover me up because the woman and her child froze to death on that old farm back in the 1800s. So if you slept on a bed without covers, you'd wake up covered up. It absolutely can fire water. You're dang right it can. I'm just there for hey, I get that, war criminal. Yeah, I'm absolutely. Yeah, it seemed fake. The stories were interesting, but Zach and his crew were always running around and being frightened out or possessed. I'm possessed. He's possessed. That don't happen. Ghosts don't possess you. Evil spirits will possess you. Ghosts do not possess you. I'm sorry, you're not going to go to every single home and get, I'm possessed. No. I like the Dead Files with Amy and the ex-police. I've never seen those. I've never seen the Dead Files. I have no clue what that show's about. I'm going to have to look that one up. But yeah, I watched 10 minutes total out of 2 episodes. And it was possessed every time and all that. Yeah. I wish I can go to the greet and meet Woodwalkers is having in the next couple of months. Oh, yeah. Is he? I don't know, man. You guys know more about that dude than I do. Like I said, I've watched maybe a total of 10 minutes. It's too fake. I'm heading down to the LBO in March. Are you? Oh, yeah. But Ghost Hunters, those guys were pretty good. Towards the end, when it started going international stuff, did it get dumb? Yeah, it did. But I mean, when they were doing just the regular Ghost Hunter show, the TAPS team, they were good, and they didn't have a problem calling somebody out. Dude, you're lying. We found your speakers. You're making this crap. You're just trying to get popular. And they'll tell you, hey, this is weird, but I'm not saying this is activity. Something did happen. Just don't know what it is. They were good about that. The LBL isn't a Disneyland. It can be very dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. Midwestern Hauntings and the Ghost of Morgan City are a good show. Never heard of those either. Oh, my God. We're at that 2-hour mark. To all my new subscribers, to my OGs, thank you so much for watching this show. It's been a blast. like always, this show was created by you, the subscribers. We didn't have any encounters. So, we just talked about random stuff. That's what we do around a campfire. So, I mean, it's still part of the show, even though there was no encounters. I want to give a shout out to my mods for helping me out. Corey, William, Roxanne, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Shout out to Bobby for the $5 super sticker. You're awesome, dude. I appreciate you so much. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the black dog. I hope to see you guys in DA's show here in 1 minute. So we got to get going, and then later on in Jessica's show. So with that being said, peace, love, and blessings to you. Hey, Honest, peace, love, and blessings to you all, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye. Well, if this thing will work.
Shadows where whispers hum. The air is thick where the strange things come. Behind the curtain where the fearless go. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. Dare to tread where the darkness hides. Your pulse will race, your breath will freeze in this realm of uncanny mysteries. Dare to tread where the darkness hides. Through the cracks of the world's thin sides. Join if you will take the dare. Where we learn of things that scare. The bizarre wears a wicked grin. Its world pulls you slowly in. But once you're here, you'll never roam. This is